Oh, good Lord, good God. We just had a moment. We just had a moment where everything happened all at once. Um, my one monitor just stopped working 2 minutes before I was supposed to start streaming. But not to fret. It works now. Turns out I accidentally unplugged it. I'm like panicking, like, oh my god, it's broken. Oh my god, it's so over. No. I just unplugged it. My bad. Oopsies. Look, oopsies. Silly me. Hi everybody, how are we? Um, what a start to stream. I'm 7 minutes late. I'm 7 minutes late. They're gonna kill me. The YouTube and Twitch gods. They're gonna kill me. But we're good. We're good. We're fine now. Don't even worry about it. We're literally fine. It's nothing. Like we're living, we're laughing, we're loving. Let me open up my chat so I can actually see what people are saying. There we go. Up. And my light just died. I think that's indicative of the kind of day we're having. My light lasted for all of a minute of live stream. Oopsies. Gaming Panda says hi. Hi, Gaming Panda. How are you? Are you working on anything fun? It would be a stream without some sillies. I always used to say it was never one of my streams without some scuff. That's what I said when I was like a full-time VTuber. And that has persisted onto these days. Is that an Anne Boleyn costume in the background? Yes. That is Boleyn. She is on display, simply because if she's not on display, she gets crunchy crushed. And that skirt needs to stay poofy. It's kind of even crushed right now. I've tried to like re-poof it out, but it is a little bit poofy. I love Six the Musical. Me too! I love Six. We're doing something crazy today, guys. I love Six so much. I love Six so much if you can't tell by the fact that I made an entire Anne Boleyn costume and like I was almost gonna say suffered and died for it. I didn't suffer and die for it. I'm fine. But it was a journey. It was a journey for me to make Anne Boleyn. It was a little difficult, but I survived. Speaking of surviving and making things, Baby's first sewing stream is today. Who's excited? I am. I'm excited for Baby's first sewing stream. I've never done a sewing stream. I had to wait, let me move my head. I had to move my sewing machine from right there to right there from there's a table all the way back there by the wall. That's usually where I sew, but as you can see, that is all the way across the room. So I would not have access to chat or my mic or anything of the sort. So I moved my sewing machine over here on a beautiful folding table. And if you give me approximately 30 beautiful seconds, we can get to sewing. I would go to BRB, but frankly, I think it's funnier to stand here and make you watch me set all this up. All right. In the meantime, I'm gonna start a new tradition with these working streams. If you're working on something right now, you are legally required to tell me what you're working on. Oh no! Your daily haunting! Wait. Wait. Wait, let me check to make sure the daily hauntings are working. The daily hauntings are now working. I'm gonna redeem a new one for you, Kimber. You got Eric! Speaking of, I can hear him upstairs whining, which means I may have to shut the door and ban him. But yeah, if you give me 30 seconds, actually I'm gonna be right back. If you give me 30 seconds, I will be back and we will get to sewing. In the meantime, if you're on Twitch, you can redeem your daily hauntings. Even if you're not on Twitch, you can tell me what you're working on, cause we're all working on stuff together today. I'm gonna get some sewing done. If you're working on something cool, tell me about it. If you're not working on something cool, chillax and let me do all the work for you and enjoy the feeling of being productive by watching somebody else be productive. Okay. We're drawing. We love to draw. I will be right back. All right. Let me. If you see my feet, ignore that. If you see these, don't worry about those. They're not here. Um, how's the sound if I'm like this? Is the sound bad? You're so bad. For free? I can't put them away, man. I'm not wearing socks right now. You just gotta ignore that they're there. You gotta pretend that I don't have feet, okay? You gotta pretend that I like got rid of my feet in the war or something. The sound sounds pretty good. Yay! Okay, good. I got worried that it was just gonna sound like hot garbo. Let me readjust my monitors. Okay. Chat. No. I have to put my chat somewhere I can see it. Please. I'm gonna have to like I'm technically facing away from my computer right now. So I'm gonna have to do the fun thing of like craning my head back around to be like, what's going on? Well, I'm over here. There is some lag with this camera. There's actually a lot of lag with this camera. That's really interesting. A daily haunting! Katie Harley, thank God. I love that picture. I love that picture. I was doing the exact same thing as I was doing in that picture, right before starting stream, and that was cracking open a KD and eating it. Wow, the frame rate drop on this is crazy. Give me 2 seconds. Oh my god, that's so much better. It was trying to film in like 4K. It was trying to film in 4K, and I'm like, I don't need that. I do not need stream to be at 4K. I'm not broadcasting in 4K. There we go. Now we're winning. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna turn off the pink light now. It is bad. Sorry about my creaky chair. Anyways, yay! We're here. Let me get under my blanket. Jesus Christ. Like my chair is so loud today. That is so scary. Anyways, hi everybody. Welcome. Let me scoot. Oh my god, this chair. It's never this loud. I need like WD-40 on its stat. Anyways, hi everybody. Let me bring over my tile. Let me bring over my big, graceful, schmack dab pile. Oh no, the lag. My big, graceful schmack dab pile. This is my schmack dab pile of fabric. As you can see, I have a lot of fabric right now that is all painted and all beautiful. I just finished all of these scallops. There's so many of them. And then all of these as well. Because today, I have not mentioned yet, today we are working on chappell roan. We are working on chappell roan, specifically the outfit she wore when she was on Saturday Night Live, performing her new song, The Giver, for the first time. It's like this little checked leather something or other silly outfit. I don't quite know how to properly describe it and do it justice. It's a really silly, like, cowgirly pink leather outfit with like a big wig, and fringe and stuff. And what is that? Ew. Hello? Ew. That'll get covered by the waistband. There's like, you kind of can't see it. There's like random like yellow droplets right there. That's kind of nasty.
Dirty brown water.
Dirty brown water. Dean! Dean Bean, I have horrible news. I don't have a dirty brown water today. I forgot to get a beverage in my chaos. That is so sad. My dirty brown water is nothing. My dirty brown water is my own I can't even say my own spit. That's nasty. My dirty brown water. Oh no, I forgot a beverage. I will get a beverage whenever I go on break. I will come back from break with a beverage. Yeah, this is what we're working with. We've got like, not lag again. We've got all these fun panels. I just clicked it. I don't know what that is. Dirty brown water is my hydration redeem. So it usually is to make sure that I'm drinking water. It's usually to make sure that I'm drinking water, and taking care of myself, but I happen to, forget water today. But I will get water at some point, I promise. Yeah, we've got a lot of pieces of chapel that are, like, very slowly coming together. I've been doing a lot of painting.
Howdy, and welcome to the adventuring party.
Thank you so much for the follow, Dean Bean. Welcome to the adventuring party. I hope you enjoy your time, and if you're working on anything fun, let us know. We're getting really close to 250. Ah, that's so exciting. What was I saying? Yeah, I've been painting all of these. I spent all yesterday just painting. I had to paint these pink and then paint them with the white stripes, because this was the color the fabric originally was, which shows up a lot oranger on camera than it actually is. It's like a dusty pink in person. Wow, I love that my camera keeps lagging. It's like a dusty pink in person, but it shows up on camera pretty orange. So I painted it like this bright pink with white little stripes on it. And now that all of the pieces are painted, I can actually do the thing and start sewing it together. If you can't tell, these are the boob cups. What a shock. They come together on a curve, so I had to paint them, like, really cautiously and really carefully earlier today. It was very stressful to try and get, like, as straight of lines as I can. They're not straight in some parts, you can see they're, like, curved in some spots. But it was so stressful. Is that fabric or vinyl? Sorry for interrupting. Oh my god, no. Ask questions at any time. I will stop talking and, like, answer a question whenever. Like, that's just life. This is, like, faux leather. This is a faux leather. You can see the inside of it. It's just, like, your basic faux leather that I've painted with, Angelus leather paints, which have made it a little bit sticky, which I'm kind of upset about. But I'm hoping that in time and drying more, it'll be less sticky. I don't know why it's so sticky. It's very interesting. I put, like, the satin sealer that comes with the Angelus leather paints on it, thinking that would make it less sticky. It didn't really. Oh, I bought grommets. And I was trying to test install them earlier on these. Which, so far so good. I actually do need to pick up one of my pattern pieces off the floor. I think no, my pattern pieces aren't on the floor. I took them off the floor. So I'm going to go grab those. My creaky chair. 2 seconds. Ugh. Okay. Camera was being weird. You. Okay. I'm back. Here I come. I had to grab my pattern pieces. Because, oh lord, not the creaky chair. Anything but the creaky chair. Because what I am doing right now is, you can see on my pattern piece, wait, there you go. You can see on my pattern piece over here on this side, I have like this little marked bit. This is where the grommets are gonna go. But what I need to do is, the reason I put this little line here is that I'm going to add another piece of fabric that goes underneath this to sort of add a little bit of extra stability to where the grommets are going to be, especially because this costume laces up. I want there to be like an extra layer of stability to what I'm sewing together. So I am just going to like freehand cut out some of my scrap leather about that long and start using that as my backing fabric, because it's on the inside of the costume, so I don't really care if it's painted the same shade of pink or anything. But I figured that will kind of give me enough stability on the inside of the costume that I don't have to worry about like the grommets tearing or pulling weirdly. So I'm starting with that. I'm trying to do things in the view of the camera. The camera's in kind of a little bit of a precarious little spot here. And it keeps lagging for no reason, which is rude and mean. And I don't know why it does that. I'm kind of not a fan. And it's always whenever I look at it. Whenever I look away, it's fine. I think it just knows. It knows that I'm here and that I'm looking at it. But yeah, this is my big pile of all of my fabric. I'm going to scoot these away. I'm going to grab the pieces I need, which are you and you. These are the side back pieces of chappell. It's shy. Listen, it is shy. Those are the side back pieces of chappell. This is the back. I took a lot of effort. You can see it over here, and I'll line it up on this side so you can see too. To make the checkers line up the best I can. 'Cause I like clean. So did you use a 16 needle? I've never sewn vinyl / faux leather on my machine. I have a leather needle in my machine right now, I believe. I either have a leather needle or a universal needle. This isn't very thick, vinyl-y, leathery fabric. So I don't usually find that I need like the heavy-duty leather needles because I'm not sewing through like proper leather. But I am using a walking foot. That is one crucial thing that I'm using right now. Here, let me turn my machine on. That way it'll turn the light on, you can see a little better. I am using a walking foot because I find it so much easier to sew leather when you have like a walking foot. Very, very helpful. Very, very nice. Speaking of, let's get to doing some sewing. Let me check to see how wide these actually are. If you are... Okay. I'm trying to make sure that I like have things in the right spot. So if I go to the one labeled 3 centimeters, that should be enough. Okay. I am nervous about sewing this, frankly. Mostly because I've done all this painting, and I'm like, oh, what if it doesn't work? What if everything goes badly? But I have to believe. I have to believe because nobody else will. Oh, and I should open this up too. That's where my thread is. Bop. There we go. Oh. Oh, you're sticking already. Awesome. You should not be sticking. I'm using a walking foot. What? This fabric is so sticky. That's kind of evil. actually, I think I have too much pressure on the presser foot. Let me fix that. No. I do! I have way too much pressure. That would do it. That was from Boleyn. There we go. Even so, it does not really want to sew this. Wow. I did not think my machine would have this much trouble with it, especially because I did everything I was supposed to do. Because the fabric is like a little bit sticky, but I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's unsewably bad. Especially with a walking foot that's supposed to, walk your fabric along. Yeah, look at that. It's not even moving. What? What is this evil? What is this evil sorcery going on? There we go. Oh. Ew, it put like something black and grimy on the back of that fabric. Ew. Ew, what was that? Why is this going bad already? First sewing stream and things start going scuff. I'm gonna pretend to act shocked. I'm like, what? Things are going wrong in a Peyton stream? Never. Never. Wow, that turned out kind of grody. Not gonna lie, guys, that one turned out kind of grody. Ew. Man. Why can't things just go my way the first time? Yeah, like, I don't know how well you can see that. You kind of can't. The seam line is like different stitch lengths along the length of it. Because it was just struggling so bad. And it's left like black marks on my fabric. What? I'm gonna try a Teflon foot. I'm gonna go grab a Teflon foot and see if that does something. I will be back. It's not too bad. No, I just don't like it. I think my Teflon foot might actually be in my machine. Let me check. It is not. Okay. Cruel things happening to Peyton today. Storage in the machine is wild, right? It's so nice. There you go. You can kind of get a better look at it here. It has like a spot for all my feet. Not all of them. I have like 80 sewing feet or something crazy, but like the feet that came with my machine. Where are my extra feet? Where's my feet? There's the Teflon foot. Come on. There we go. Yeah, this is my box of sewing feet. I bought one of those, like, compatible with any machine 80 sewing feet kits for like $30 back in ye olden days. Ye olden days, like 7 or 8 years ago. And it has served me well. Where's my cat murping? I have to take this foot off. The evil walking foot of malice and hatred. And put on the nice Teflon foot of kindness and joy. There we go. I'm glad I'm starting with the back of the costume though, because the back of the costume's always the ugliest part, you know what I mean? So I'm like, it's okay if it's a little ugly. It's okay if there's like a kind of ugly stitch on one part of the costume. Like, I will live. I will live. This is all because I didn't want to pay crazy amounts of money to buy actual leather to make this project, because I don't have that kind of crazy money on hand. Trimming that down. Okay. Let's try the Teflon foot and see if it does any better. No, actually. No, actually, that was worse. Huh. Where's my masking tape? There's my masking tape. I'm going to try and put masking tape on the sewing foot. This is my live hack testing for everything I can do to sew, like, sticky fabric. Because I know that this fabric is sewable. I know for a fact. I know for a fact I can sew this fabric. So let me just rip, stick, stick. This is a very scientific method of just sticking things to my Teflon foot and cutting it down. You expect high quality crafting. I've done sticky things and gunked up my machine so bad. Looks at Senshi, looks away. I don't even think this fabric is that sticky. Definitely not sticky enough that, like, the sewing machine can't push it through. So I don't know why my machine's throwing, like, a tantrum about it. And I just dropped the sewing foot. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. I love a sewing stream where things just go wrong. It's kind of beautiful. But you know what? This is proof that you can do this for a decade. You can be me, you can do this for a decade. You can do all the planning possible to make this go as smoothly as possible. And it will still figure out its own way to mess with you. Okay, let's try this. Oh! Wait. Wait. It's not perfect. I think I actually need less foot pressure. There we go. Oh, that's way better. It's not perfect, but it is way better. Boom. Boom. I had to trim down my threads, but that was a lot easier. Where is my thread trimmer? There it is. Not perfect, but easier. But it is doable. Funnily enough, this costume doesn't actually involve a crazy amount of sewing, which is humorous to me personally. Okay. Put all my garbage over here because I don't have a garbage bin next to me. I'm just gonna make a pile. Then trim this down. Trim this down. Trimming this layer just so it doesn't stick out against like the pretty pink layer. The ugly, dusty pink layer does not get the joy. There we go. That is better. Oh, Aunt Sabrina Carpenter's on to save me. Thank God. Ta-da! Not perfect, but better. Now I can put grommets in that. I say as if I didn't just accidentally cover up all the books. I think I'm gonna use this piece as like a proof of concept for the grommets and stuff. Oh, be brave, my ad warriors. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use this piece as like a proof of concept for the grommets. I just need like my fabric pen wherever she went. That is not a fabric pen, but you know what? That will work. This is just a pen. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did that work? It did. Beautiful. Okay. Danger is about to happen. I'm going to try and cut a hole through my fabric. I think I'm going to mute my mic for this so that you don't hear me. Yeah, I think I'm going to mute my mic for this so you don't hear me just like hauling off with the hammer. So I'll be back in like 5 seconds. I swear. I'll be back. We'll see if this works. If there's another method, but I will be back. That didn't even do anything. That did not even do like an iota of a thing. Time for the good old trusty awl. Let me grab my awl. Where did I put it? There it is. Yeah, that was not cutting a hole at all, which is really funny. I was like pounding on that with the hammer too. I was like not going easy on it. Everything that can go wrong this project will go wrong. That is the patent decree. Murphy's Law or whatever. Peyton's version of Murphy's Law is if a sewing project can go wrong, it will. This is literally a tool that comes with my grommets to poke a hole in the fabric, and it's not poking a hole. Okay, the awl is struggling too, but the awl is meant to struggle. I put my scissors through there. There we go. Okay, let's try putting a grommet in this bad boy. Proof of concept. We got a proof of concept going on here. We're trying things as we go. I think I am going to make it a little bigger. Okay. Bigger hole cut. Now let's shove this through there. Oh, it hates that. Maybe I'll try the hammer again. Let's try the hammer one more time. I'm gonna see how this actually sounds on the mic or if the mic cuts it off. Oh, the mic definitely hears it. No, we're muting you. No, I hate this. Doesn't really cut very well. It cuts kind of messy. And I don't really like how it looks. So I think I just have to do things like I think we have to do this old-fashioned style. Okay. I think that's good enough. Let's try again. Through the hole, please. Okay. Okay. Marginally better, marginally better. I do not think I will continue to install grommets on stream because they are very loud. But we're trying things out here right now. Trying things, we're learning things. We're proofing our concepts. I'm gonna mute again to hit this with hammers again. I am hitting things with hammers. Don't worry about it. Dude, it worked! Wait, it worked and it looks good! Wait! Wait! We're winning. We're so back. Never mind. Anything negative I ever said about this project, I was lying. It wasn't me. It was a fraudster. It was not me. I've only ever said good things about this project. Amen. Yay! Okay. That's actual process. That's good. That's what we like to see. Actual progress is beautiful. Could I put tape on the bottom of the walking foot? Would that give us like the ultimate? I don't think so, just because the walking foot has so many little walky bits. I kind of want to try her again, though. I'm going to try the walking foot one more time, just because she's my favorite sewing foot. And I feel bad giving up on her, especially when the Teflon foot is doing the job, but not doing it very well. It's just doing it. I literally sewed 6 layers of holographic vinyl. 2 layers of regular vinyl are not going to take me out. I refuse to let this be my downfall. This is not allowed to be my downfall. I'm supposed to be thriving. Crazy woman. Let me move my phone. We're gonna make it work. We're going to make it work, and we're going to start with this edge here. No, the Teflon foot is actually the better. Huh. Okay, good to know. The walking foot just hates this project, I guess. Where? There we go. We were so back, then we were gone, and then we're about to be so back. We're winning, lads. We are no longer winning, lads. We are going to be winning again, lads. Do not fret. Don't worry. It takes a lot more than this to take me down. Because, like, the fabric is dry, so I don't know why it's, like, abhorrently sticky. Is this, like, a thing that Angela's leather paints do? 'Cause I don't remember them being so sticky on Rhea. Okay. Okay. Oh, it got stuck. I can have to, like, guide it through the machine. Why is that? Oh, it's like that. Okay. I was like, what is going on here? Okay. We're so back. We're so back. Sticky fabric be damned. Yeah, things just want to, like, stick to this fabric. Like, dirt and stuff, too. Like, I am confused by this. I'm confuzzled, but we persevere. Oh. That's all frazzled underneath. Huh.
Howdy, and welcome to the adventuring party.
Asterisk, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the adventuring party. Are you working on anything fun right now? I ask everybody, I'm like, are you working on anything fun? That's my new thing. I want to know what people are working on. I'm nosy. Welcome. We're currently struggling through sewing chappell because my machine does not want to sew this fabric for some reason. Because it hates me, I think. Oh, wow. No, immediately bad. I have to, like, baby the fabric. It's very funny. I think I'm going to trim this seam because it's a little bit bumpy. I'm working on a project for my ASL class. I used to know a lot when I was little, but I forgot most of it. Oh, me too. I remember we had to learn ASL in school when I was, like, in kindergarten, and I was decently good at what I knew. I knew the entire alphabet, and a couple of words, which, like, when you're 4, that's pretty impressive. But I've definitely forgotten it over the years. I always constantly think I should get back into it, but I always constantly say to myself I should get back into a lot of things, and then I don't do that. Not because I don't want to, but because my brain can only handle so many things at one time, and I already run myself pretty thin on a good day. Okay, that is much better. Can we get all of these out? Ugh, I hate when you make a sewing mistake in leather because it never goes away. Like that forever now. There we go. Okay, we're starting to get, like, a method to the madness, I think. Like, I don't know, I have a sneaking suspicion. I'm like, is the fabric still, like, wet? Is, like, the paint still curing? But Angela says nothing about that. So I'm like, maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I'm crazy and I'm losing it. I've always found leather paint, whenever I've used leather paint on leather, to be sticky, though. No matter what brand. So I'm like, maybe I'm haunted. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the problem. Okay, yeah, there is a little bit that sticks up on the side. I'm gonna trim that down. Let me show it off to the people. Let me show it off to the people. Boom. It looks like nothing. It looks like nothing. I know the alphabet because I used to use it with my friend and cheat on tests in 6th grade. Kimber, you're so funny. Everything I learn about you, I'm like, you are so strange. When did you start sewing? I started sewing when I was 11. Um, I took a sewing class when I was in Girl Guides, which is the Canadian version of Girl Scouts. We learned how to sew pillowcases, and that was the first time I had ever sewn something. But I didn't properly start sewing for cosplay until I was in high school. Um, where I then sewed a Captain America shirt, which I still have in my closet to this day, and I will never throw it out. Google says it could be sticky if the leather wasn't properly prepped. I used the leather prepper. I specifically bought the Angelus like leather prepper, which tells you to like wipe down your leather. And after I wiped it down with the prepper, it started being sticky. And I was like, oh, it must be sticky when you start like wiping down the leather to prep it, because that makes it like easier for the paint to stick. But now I'm like, maybe I'm just haunted. Because it wasn't sticky before, but it's sticky now. So maybe I'm haunted. Maybe I'm haunted with the demons. Um. Oh, there's a grommet over here. The loose one. Like a Girl Scout solidarity. I learned to sew in Girl Scouts while we sew pillowcases too. Oh my god! All of us shaking hands. I I had like a love-hate relationship with being in Girl Guides, Canadian Girl Scouts. Um, Specifically because it was always a struggle for me. I never wanted to go. Was the funniest thing. Like every week would come by and I'd be like, can I skip this week?" And then I'd go there and I'd be fine. But beforehand, I would like hate the concept of having to leave my house to go there, which was really funny. Um, I could actually start sewing panels together now, which is scary. I think I'm going to start with these two. I don't remember which one goes over which, so I actually am going to look at my reference video. My granny taught me. I was never in Girl Scouts, sadly. Listen. My Girl Guides experience was crazy, so maybe it was a good thing that you weren't. My blanket is underneath my chair. Hello? There we go. The girls in my group didn't really like me, I think, because I'm gay. That's okay. I don't think they liked me in my Girl Scouts either. Where is my chapel reference images? Files. Okay, don't start playing The Giver at me really loudly. Looking at the back of the costume right now. Let me see it. Oh, it doesn't really matter because the scallops go over top. Okay. Oh my god, the scallops are so pretty. Ugh. Ugh. Ugh, the pretty scallops. Okay. I'm going to just sew these together. Wait. What the scallop? I looked at that reference image and then immediately forgot what I was looking at. Let me open it up again. Okay, the big back panel goes over the smaller panels. I'm not crazy. They go like this. I am not crazy. Come on. Pick it up. There we go. Okay. This is where things start to get scary. Okay. My struggles. Okay. That's a seam. It's not a good one, but it is a seam. I feel like I kind of have a crazy idea. I don't know if it'll work. I don't even want to try it. I'm actually scared. I thought about it and I was like, actually, that sounds terrifying. Why is there dirt? There's dirt to everything. Oh my god, my applesauce is here soon. Everybody give your sympathies to Kimber. She has possibly food poisoning. She has possibly food poisoning and is possibly suffering. Not possibly suffering. She has possibly food poisoning and just is suffering. Our deepest sympathies to the stream's bravest warrior. I wish there was no word on stream for like the bravest person of the day. The person who's suffering the most. I wish I could have even less pressure on the presser foot. And I could just like lead the fabric through myself. Are the feed dogs up? Yes. Hi. Can we... I miss having a foot. I miss having a presser foot. I don't know if my mic picks up the sound it makes, but it makes a scary noise. They call me the sufferer on account of me suffering. I was really sick yesterday, sick in solidarity. You guys all have to get better. You guys have to stop dying. You guys have to live. Please. I'm begging. I'm gonna try a different tape on the bottom of the Teflon, but if I can find it. I immediately found it, thank God. Oh, I just hit my mic. My apologies, everybody. I bonked you all. My apologies, everybody. I did, in fact, bonk you all. Okay. I'm gonna try, like, this tape, which has, like, a smooth matte top. I think that might help. I've never found a Teflon foot helps very well, which is really funny. Because they're like, use Teflon foots to sew, like, leather and stuff. I've never found that they've helped me. I always have to put tape on them, which I think is really funny. If I paid more than, like, I think I paid 50 cents for the sewing foot. If I paid more than that, I would have been disappointed because it never works for me. I put 6 feet on the stream safe playlist. Work. Nobody saw anything. Every time I put tape on these, I end up dropping them on the floor. Okay. we're gonna try this and see how we click in there. No, click in there. There we go. And then I'm gonna go grab blue thread and we're gonna try and sew on a scallop, which is scary. But we're gonna try. Lord. Okay, we're so back. Oh, my Twitch ad warriors, please be brave. Please be so brave. If you get a funny ad, you're legally required to tell me what your ad was, by the way. That's my secret. You have to tell me what your funny ad was, because I want to know. Alright. Blue thread time. The best part is I don't have to change the bobbin. It's pink on the bottom side anyways. Okay. Are these long enough for what I need? I don't think they are. They are not. What way do these face? Come on. They face inwards. They face in towards the center back. Okay. I can do that. This will either be better or worse. Way better. Oh my god. First of all, minor problem with the machine itself. But, oh my god, I think we just figured it out. I think we could possibly be so back right now. Or not. This could actually be worse. I may be wrong. Can I have less pressure foot pressure, please? No? No, wait. It just got stuck there initially. We were kind of bad. No, this was the answer. Wait. This was absolutely the answer. Oh my god. You guys! My applesauce just appeared inside the apartment. Either my roommate brought it in or... I hope your delivery driver didn't just bring it in. Shout out to your roommate. I choose to believe that your roommate had like a pure heart and good intentions and wanted to help you out. I need to open up my reference image again. Please. Please. Pleek. Okay, yeah, it does go all the way. Oh god, I'm so far away, I can't hit the keyboard. Oh god. Please. There we go. Okay, yay. We're back. Never mind. We're so good. I get quiet when I sew because I get so stressed and scared. Okay. And then I just slap that right in there. No. Right there. There we go. There we go. Wait. Okay, it's not. It's not perfect. But oh my god. We have scallops! We have scallops, and the stitching is even. Which is more than I can say about some other things. Oh, and it's so cute. You guys. Guys, look. Wait. Wait. Look. And then the scallops get like bedazzled along the edges too, which I think is super, super cute. I might glue them down at some point. But that'll be when I use like the E6000 to glue on the crinkles and stuff. But for right now, oh my god. What? Okay, the magic and the joy and the whimsy is officially back on the... Yeah. Next. Okay, there we go. First few stitches it likes to not move, and then once you get it far enough, it'll start. You just kind of have to like encourage the fabric through. You do have to kind of push it through. But we're getting there. Yeah, this is so stinking cute. What the hell? Actually, let me grab some sewing clips. I'll be right back. We're so back. Let me adjust the camera just a smidgen for you all. There we go. That's better. Marginally better view of the machine. And I think I can get a little closer too. Just so I don't have to have as many hands like holding things in place. I can focus more on pushing the fabric through the machine. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think this tape was the move. Okay, where's the short ones? They're there. Let me just slip you right in there. Like nothing happened. Boom. Oh no. Never mind. There we go. Boom. Let's go. Okay. Yay. I always get so panicked when things like start not working out for me, and then they start working out for me again. And I'm like, never mind. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Life is beautiful. Does that go all the way around the full bottom? Yeah, it does. Yay! Let me show it off. Oh. the camera freezing when I'm trying to show my work off. It's so hard to angle it for the camera to see without getting in the space of the sewing machine. Look at that. That's cute. That's cute. I'm feeling good about this again. I think I'm gonna not put the scallops where the grommets are gonna go. Simply so that I have the room for the grommets to go without having to worry about like a scallop getting in the way. I think that's the move here. I think I'm gonna do my scallops like this. Yeah. Yeah. The nice thing is that the seams where my scallops kind of, where my scallop pieces weren't long enough and I had to go on to the next one, will be covered up by the bedazzling later, which will be very nice. Wait. 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 Need to make sure everything fits. I think these have to ever so slightly overlap. There we go. That's better. Okay. Ah, my frozen camera. No, come on. I have it all pinned along the bottom now. Yay! Okay. Look. Ow. What noises my machine makes. My chair. The evil chair. Oh, that was a lot of layers of fabric it had to go through. Oh, it took the tape with it. Now, you're not supposed to do that. Hi? Oh, I think it sewed into the tape. Hi? Oh no, we're good. And a moment where I was like, excuse me. We're fine. I got worried. I do think I need to replace this tape though. This tape is starting to peel off. New tape, please. Okay. Honestly, Chapel is a fun project for me because she's like a fun little passion project. All of my cosplays are fashion projects, but Chapel really is just one born of like an immense need to saunter around in a little frilly pink cowgirl outfit. Because I think it's funny. And it's also me for me it's kind of proving to people that my cosplay is drag because what Chapel does is drag. A lot of people like to pretend it isn't. What Chapel Roan does when she wears her costumes and she wears all that makeup, and who Chapel Roan is a drag queen. And a lot of people are like, well, that doesn't make sense. Chapel Roan's a woman, but it's like, okay, and but I find a lot of my cosplay, especially a lot of cosplay where I dress up as women, feels like drag to me. So Chapel is kind of like my proper foray into drag with cosplay. There's something wrong with the bobbin. Ooh, ew, oh no, oh no. Oh, ew, 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 ew. Ew, 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 ew. I hate when it does this. Come on. Things were going so well. I don't know. It feels like proving to people, like, no, I am doing drag. Look, I'm cosplaying a drag queen. I'm actually gonna. Oh wow, that entire thing just didn't sew. Interesting.
Howdy, and welcome to the adventuring party.
Whoa! Oh, Ansley Jane, thank you so much for the follow. How are you? Are you working on anything fun? I am actually going to go grab something. I want to try something out. I'm going to try something. Trust. You guys gotta trust my process here. You guys have to trust my vision. Wow. Night and day, yeah. I'm not surprised, but this, what I'm putting on top of what I'm sewing right now, is water-soluble stabilizer. So it washes away with just water. But it creates a layer in between my sewing foot and the sticky fabric. And it is working flawlessly. Like, obnoxiously so. It does mean there's an extra step of, like, washing all of this off later, but I'd rather do that than have ugly stitches. The long way is the short way, after all. People use that for embroidery, don't they? That's exactly why I have it. It's usually used on, like, more plush fabric so that, like, people use, like, water-soluble stabilizer on top of, like, more plush fabric to make sure that it doesn't, like, sink into the plushness of the fabric. Or they just use it for, like, regular embroidery. I use it for a couple of my different patch designs. But this is just working. This is just working. I'm gonna actually cut off a couple of strips of it, because I feel like a genius right now. With your head in your hands, you're nothing more than his wife. Sing it, Chapel. These are the tiniest scissors in the world. I have bigger scissors. I don't know. I'm really excited to do Chapel's drag makeup. That's one thing. I might do a stream a little bit down the line, closer to when I wear her. That's like me trying out my chapel makeup. Because I think it would be fun. Because I have to do a makeup test for her anyways. Because I'm not going to go to a con and then try that makeup for the first time at the con. That sounds like a Oh my god, and those stitches are clean too? Come on. Come on. Up. Come on. Please. And it even went over like the big bump part without any problems. Yeah, this is the move. This is entirely the move. Oh, oops. So much thread everywhere. This is the move! Cute! Yeah, you can see it's right here. But I can just cut that down. Essentially, like if I just, for example, boom. And then I can use a little bit of water to get that off. And we're done. Yeah, I think this is the answer. Boom. Wow. Sorry, I'm like floored at how just smoother that is. Like, insanely so. I'm gonna move some things out of the way. I'm already running out of pre-painted pieces of scallops. Not French. That's really funny. I just started! Sorry, wait. Is the foot Teflon? It is, it's just not doing its job very well. Guys! Let me figure out how to lay this. Look! And then I just add in the grommets on the sides. And that's the back panel. I don't think she has scallops around the neckline, but I will check, actually. She does not. I'm safe. Where do you get the patterns for your sewing projects, or do you make them? I make them. So actually, the last stream I did back on Monday, I patterned all of Chapel out on that stream. Aside from a couple things here and there. Not the camera freezing. Come on, come back. There we go. Yeah, I pattern everything myself. If not, I usually will have a large stash of commercial patterns that I've collected over the years. Like, I'm talking about commercial patterns that I bought before I started to make my own patterns. And I'll dip into those if I really need it, but because I'm a cosplay pattern maker, I oftentimes just go, oh well, and I make my own patterns. Or I, like, modify from existing garments, that kind of thing. Yay! That's a back piece done! I can set that off to the side. Now onto the front. Oh. World's loudest stinking chair. Okay. There we go. And cut those off. The bottoms. I need the pieces that end up being the top side back. Oh, top side front is just these guys. They're just the boot cuts. I forgot about that. Okay. I'm gonna put my scissors to the side. I have so much going on this table right now, along with a blanket on my lap. I'm cold. It's always cold down here, and I'm not wearing socks because I'm stupid. And now I'm like, ugh, my feet are out on the internet, and I'm cold. Okay. Next. I need pinks for Lydia. There we go. Pink is back on the menu. Okay. We're doing exactly what we did on the back. We're just doing it on the front now. Sewing down these little extra leather panels just to give where the grommets go a bit of extra stability. And I'm just lining it up with this line on my sewing machine here to make sure I'm sewing straight. And off to the races we go. And I'm just gonna do that. That'll work. It's getting washed out later. There we go. Yeah, and the immediate way my machine starts making a different noise as soon as it stops hitting the stabilizer is crazy. 2, 3. Okay. See, this one looks a little jankier because of the fact that it's got the stabilizer on it. But once that's all washed away, it's gonna look fine. It just looks silly in the moment, but it won't look silly someday. And washing these off, I think, will be like the last step I do in the process because I do need to do like more, I need to do some stitch in the ditch parts where I sew over these parts again to install like the modesty panels and stuff. So when I do that, I'll just stitch over the same stabilizer instead of washing it off and then going, oh shit. Yeah, I like that. That's one. Now I give it 2. I worry if the fabric is this sticky right now, if it'll stay this sticky, or if it'll like de-stick with time. I'm really not quite sure, and it worries me a little bit. But we will persevere. Maybe you should paint a little test strip to test method to de-stick it if it does stay sticky. That's true. That is true. That is a smart point. I kind of want to buy the matte sealant for this because I bought the satin sealant and it's sealed with the satin and I find it like way too shiny right now. So I might do that. It's just expensive to pay for shipping. That's my only brownie face qualm. Oh my god, perfect celebrity by Lady Gaga, thank god. I'm like getting upset when my stitches aren't turning out perfect right now. That's why I'm getting quiet. It's because I'm getting like frustrated with myself because some of my stitches aren't perfect. And I literally have to sit here and be like, Peyton, who is going to be looking at your costume so close up that they see that your stitches aren't perfectly evenly spaced in every single spot? Like, I'm not competing with this. It's not that deep. I could breathe. This is a fun costume I'm doing for fun so that I can gallivant around in little leather booty shorts. Like, I promise you, it is not that serious. I wish I would have gotten the matte sealant to start because I didn't realize the satin sealant. If this is the satin, I don't want to know what the gloss is because this is really shiny. I don't know if I need like another coat or what. Very strange. It's not giving satin. Like, I would consider this glossy. That's funny. I'm like, I don't know if it's like a personal preference thing, or maybe what I consider gloss is what's different than what somebody else considers gloss. But this is giving glossy too. Like, it reflects the light a lot. Very confusing. There we go. There we go. Now that's cut down so I can put the grommets in later. This song is only in the stream safe music playlist because I listen to it on like an incessant loop like a crazy person. This is my favorite song off of Lady Gaga's new album. This is one of my favorite songs like of the year, I fear. It's so good. If you're on YouTube, you unfortunately get to miss my bangin' tunes. Or if you watch the VODs, you miss my bangin' tunes. Which is a little sad, but YouTube, I played like 10 seconds of The Giver on my last stream, and YouTube, like, killed me for it. I got, like, a copyright strike for playing 10 seconds of The Giver on my stream by accident. I played it on the wrong audio channel. And YouTube copyright struck my video so hard that it couldn't be viewed in any country. And I was like, oh, okay. I don't think that was necessary, but, you know. Made this all the two fronts together. Yay! Oh. Look at that! That actually is starting to look like a top, even when it just sits here. I'm like, wait, that looks like a shirt. I think I'm just gonna be able to take like a cotton pad or something, like soaked in warm water, and just soak it against these instead of having to wash the whole thing, which is really nice. That'll help make things easier. Um, Instead of having to like stick the entire thing under water and then like rinse it. I need to look at the front of this costume again. Okay, it's got scallops along the bottom edge, and then the collar gets installed. Okay. I can do bottom edge scallops. I have enough scallops for that. Oh, that's like a perfect amount of scallops, too. They face inwards, they do. That. Actually, I am gonna put the collar on. I was like, done. Now I'm like, wait, I need to put the collar on. But it's coming together. This is like starting to look like something, which is exciting. One collar, two collar. These are also sticky. Interesting. What is that? Ew. Random garbage stuff for this. Oh, my cat. Oh, Eric, did you just drop a fat one? Awesome. Thank you, man. I can't wait to smell that in approximately 5 minutes when the smell lofts out here. Oh, no, it didn't take 5 minutes. My cat pooped and it smells. Awesome. Thank you, Eric. We're so glad that you did that. I love saying we're so glad. It is just me here. Oh, what? Wait. Wait. Sorry, this isn't even done. I'm just putting the collar on. I'm like, wait, this is so cute. Illegal levels of cute this costume is. Yeah, that's so stinking cute. Whatever. Whatever. I have to blow up. What? Dude. Dude. It's so funny. This is one of those things. I had this problem when I first started patterning streams, and I have this problem now too, where I will get really quiet and just sit here and I will craft in pure silence, forgetting that I'm streaming, because that's just how I work. And I have to remind myself, I'm like, no, talk, narrate what you're doing, like, tell stories, all this stuff. And I'm like, oh yeah, I am streaming. People are watching me. I am not just doing this by myself. Because if I was doing this by myself, I would be watching YouTube videos. To be quite frank, I would be watching YouTube videos. And I watch like weird YouTube videos while I sew very specifically, to a point where Peter will walk downstairs, Peter, my partner, and he'll be like, you having fun? And meanwhile, like, my computer's going, playing loudly like a video about like a ski lift gondola crash and like the architectural failures that led to it happening. And I'm like, yeah, yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about it, man. Like it would be I can imagine it would be a little concerning if he came downstairs and he's listening to that. He's like, "You having fun?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." Oh, this is already looking so stinking cute. What? Yeah, I gotta blow up. Unfortunately, I do have to explode. I wish I would have started doing this from the beginning. This is making sewing so much easier, these little bits of stabilizer. It's kind of saving my life right now. I was like, oh, I have a limited amount of stabilizer, like I don't want to use it. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. The stabilizer was a really good idea. I'm so glad that I did it. Because I was like having a moment there where I was like, man, I decided to do a crafting stream and now it looks like I'm an idiot in front of everybody. I've redeemed myself. Now everybody can see that I'm actually competent at what I'm doing. Wait, guys, I promise. I swear to God, I know what I'm doing. Um,
Bad joke time. When
oh,
is the best time to read fan fiction? 8:03.
wait, wait, why did you call that a bad joke? Why did you call that a bad one? That was really good. Wait, I'm a big fan of that one, actually. That one gets my seal of approval. Yeah. Bad, bad joke, you say. That was awesome. I loved that one. Um, do I have the photo of it lying on the floor? You do. It is lined. Okay, I'm not crazy. Where are my lining pieces? Where are my lining color pieces? There they are. So I think the collar, I thought this before I started sewing, the collar eventually is going to need more stability. So I cut out these lining pieces in the original not so pink color. And I think I'm just going to lay them on the inside, like this side facing out, or like facing in. To like give them a little bit of extra structure and like a cleanliness on the back. But I don't know if I want to do this now or if I want to do this after. No, I will do it now. I was like, do I want to do this now or do I want to do this after? I want to do it now. I want to do it now. And then I can trim things down afterwards. This just kind of makes things cleaner on the inside. And provides the collar with like a little bit more structure to base off of. So that it doesn't feel so flimsy-whimsy. Which will be nice. And then the color gets sewn down to the top, like right there too. So that there isn't like this weird gapping, which I think will be good for the collar. So, win. And you can't see that it's the wrong shade of pink because it's on the inside of the garment. And if anybody goes, well, it's the wrong shade of pink on the inside of the garment, I don't care. Do you think I'm going to paint it? Do you think I'm going to put 6 coats of paint on something that's going to be on the inside and nobody's going to see it? No. And then I have to like trim this down afterwards and make it a little bit cleaner. Yeah, that already gives the color a lot more body to it. That is good. Yay! There we go. Okay. I do need more. Let me cut a couple strips.
Michael, don't leave me here. Michael, Michael, help
Me. I love that redeem. I always forget I have it until somebody redeems it. And it's so good. It literally has been on my stream for 3 years. Like, before I started streaming as Cosplay and when I was just streaming as a VTuber, I had that redeem. And now I have that redeem today. Oh, my camera, come back. Thank you. Me. Okay. Let's get into some sewing. I'm gonna start right there. Okay. There we go. And then I have to add the scallops to the collar. Oh my god, they're gonna look so cute. I should blow up. Type 1 if you think I should blow up. I think you're gonna lose me here. My power flickered, my internet is out. Kimber! Kimber, be brave. I'm so sorry. I miss you already. Alex Brightman and Erica Henningsen are going to Fan Expo and I'm mourning my poor wallet. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I saw the announcement and I was like, oh my god, Alex Brightman! Alex Brightman, my goat. My goat. Everybody knows him from Beetlejuice or from Has Been or Helluva or whichever one he's in or both. I think he's in both. But to me, he's that guy who was in School of Rock. He was Jack Black in the School of Rock musical, which is always funny to me. In the ditch time. Getting quiet because I have to stitch along this existing seam line and it's scary. Oh, it's getting caught a little bit. Okay, yeah, I did cut these down too small. That's really funny. There we go. Okay. Turn. Turn. Turning. Returning. Thank you. You have the best special effects. Do they all come with Twitch? I'm new. No, I made them all myself. I made them all myself. So, like, everything on stream you see, I've mostly made myself. So, like, all of my silly redeems I made, like the little daily haunting and the Michael Don't Leave Me Here. I made, like, my overlay, so, like, the little border that goes around my screen. All of that I made myself. and I think it's really fun. There are certain things I didn't make, like the little pop-up that shows up in the top left corner when I'm playing songs on Spotify. I didn't like code my chat boxes, but I made most of it. I made most of it. And you're here on a day where I'm not even using my VTuber, and I consider her the most like impressive part of my stream setup, frankly. Come on. Oh Lord. Can we? Thank you. Hi. Can we? Thank you. I'm just gonna stick that right there. Oh. Come on. This is so stress inducing. This is not relaxing sewing. This is like scary, stressful sewing. To be fair, anytime I have to sew leather is scary, stressful sewing because I'm always like, if you mess up, it just looks like that now. Because you can rip the seams out, but there's going to be holes in the fabric. But I'm almost done this one. Okay. I'm going to pull this out. Check our work. Yippee! I'm back! Who missed me? Kimber! I missed you. You're back at the perfect time. You're back at the perfect moment. Yay! I was worried I wasn't going to catch all of this little collar lining piece with my sewing on the inside, but I did. Yay! It's almost like this is my job or something. I'm good at this. I also have to remind myself, I get the worst imposter syndrome, and I'm like, ugh, I suck at sewing. I'm so bad at this. And then I like sew something good, and I'm like, wait, I have to do my job. I'm not crazy. Could you imagine if I've just been lying to you guys the whole time? I was just lying to you guys the whole time. I've never known how to sew. I just lied because I thought it'd be funny. Actually pay somebody else to sew all my own costumes and make all my patterns. And I just take the credit. Could you imagine? That'd be crazy. That'd be like the kind of cosplay drama that would make it out of cosplay spaces and like onto other parts of the internet. Ooh, these are sticking to each other. That's bad. I love to tell fibs and tall tales. I'm the #1 liar on the internet. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. I think I would get canceled for that, and rightfully so. Frankly. There we go. Now everything's sitting flat again. I feel like I have to like dust this with flour or something. It makes me feel crazy. Like, why is it so sticky? Why is it so icky sticky? It's nasty. I don't know. Probably once everything's together, I'll hit it with another coat of like the satin sealer and see if that makes it better. And if not, I'll buy the matte sealer. Can it stop raining there? Can it stop raining where Kimber is so that it can get like calm and nice and sunny? At like a marginal temperature? So the power doesn't flicker? Oh wait, I need to put this back down. Oh wait, never mind. That tape has lost all of its stickiness. I'm gonna try this again. There we go. There we go. I had something I want to say and it just left my brain. There we go. I want to try and get this costume done for YetiCon. And if you don't know, YetiCon is a convention that's in June. It's in the middle of June, and it is at like this really cool like ski resort village. It's in the middle of summer, so it's not really where you go to ski, but like it's like this beautiful like lush, gorgeous place. You've probably seen somebody do a cosplay photo shoot there before. If you see my Persephone photos, those were taken at YetiCon. Like very beautiful spot. Um, It's not exactly country bumpkin stage where Chapel Roan wore this outfit, but I think photos of this costume at YetiCon would be gorgeous. But I am not in a rush to get it done for YetiCon. If I don't get it done for YetiCon, oh no, I'll wear it somewhere else. I'm definitely gonna wear it at Fan Expo though. That is practically a guarantee that I'm wearing this at Fan Expo. Mostly because I may have been invited to a Chapel Roan cosplay group. Which, if that's true, that's crazy. Oh no, I didn't bring this over. There we go. Come on. Thank you. Oh, I'm not far enough. Oh, that's the problem. The sewing machine is straight, but I am not sewing straight because I am sitting at an angle. Whenever they stick to each other, I get like anxious that they're gonna rip the paint off of one another. Because listen, did you hear the sound it just made? Did the Twitch pick that up? Because it made like a Velcro-y sound when they came apart from each other, and that is scary. I'm gonna flip this tit inside out. There we go. Flip it tit. There we go. Did I already lose some? No, I'm not crazy. No, I am crazy actually. I love that coincidentally Chapel just ends up playing on stream because this is just my stream playlist. And I just listen to a lot of Chapel. Nobody can call me a fake Chapel fan. I was a Chapel fan before Coachella. So you know I'm an original. Am I out of pretzels already? I am. Let me have some more. Go, 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 go. There we go. More strips. Oh god. There we go. Okay, we're good. A brief moment of what if something scary was going on, but we're fine. Once I attach the scallops to this, I can sew the front half and the back half of this together, which is really scary. Like, I'm making... To be fair, this is not the most complex sewing in the world. The most tedious part is the painting, and then, like, the fact that it doesn't want to sew properly. But, I don't know, it's kind of scary to imagine it coming together so fast. Like, it feels wrong, even though that's just, like, how it works. Oh my god, Jonathan Bailey. I'm like, what is he playing right now? It's Jonathan Bailey's little dude time. I follow like Wicked movie update accounts, and it feels like every 3 days they're posting. Today may be the day we see the first look at Wicked 2. Like I follow one, and I swear to God they post every like 3 days. Today might be the day we see our first look at Wicked for good. And at this point, I'm like, I don't think we're going to see it. At this point, I'm thinking they're not going to release a trailer. They're just going to drop that movie cold. Which would be the funniest possible thing they could do. That would be hysterical. They're like, and it's out. Don't get me wrong, though. I do want to see clips of Wicked for good. I'm very excited for it. The Daily Haunting! That's our second Katie Harley of the day. That's crazy. I thought we'd, like, see other ones, but so far we've seen Eric and then 2 Katie Harleys. I added a bunch of new Daily Hauntings, and only one of them has shown up in the rotation so far. I'm kind of sad. I want to see all my funny new photos from C2E2 show up. There we go. Okay, now that is pinned in place, now I can... Let's... New... I thought this was really cute when I was like putting together the mock-up, but now that I'm putting together the actual costume and I'm adding the scallops, I'm like, oh, wait a second. This might actually be the cutest thing I've ever sewn. Actually, Kimber, if you're out there, you know when we made those custom dolls and we hit them with the satin spray varnish and it made them sticky? That's how the fabric feels. I think buying things that are like labeled as satin may just be haunted. Because we made dolls. We made dolls back around like New Year's. We made like custom Barbie dolls and custom Monster Highs. And we bought satin spray varnish to like spray their faces. And they were fine at first. And then like over time, they have just gotten progressively like stickier. And now I have two dolls with like shiny, sticky faces. It's very strange. So I think I will buy the mat. I'm gonna cut this down. Kimber going, oh, ew. Yeah, you know exactly what I mean. Because they have the worst feeling in the world. They feel very strange. Cutting this down. There we go. And then I'll do it on the other side too. I don't even need to do this yet because I'm not adding the trim here yet. But I don't think I have enough. I don't. I have run out of ruffles. I've run out of scallop folding. Well, I would talk to someone or chat with someone at Angelus about the sticky finish. Yeah. I didn't buy it directly from Angelus. I bought it from a local supplier. Local. They're like 3 hours away. But I'm definitely gonna like do some Googling. Because I never have good luck with leather paint. That's the funniest thing. I never have good luck with it. I just realized you guys can't see what I'm doing. Come on. Here we go. I think I might have to forcibly stop myself from sewing tonight. What? Because I'm out of scallops. I made like half of the scallops that I cut out, and I was like, this feels like a lot of scallops. I feel like I'll be okay for now. It was not, apparently. It was not apparently enough. It wasn't even enough to finish the top. It might have been enough to finish the bottoms. I'm not sure. But I'm not working on the bottoms right now, am I? Oh well, maybe that means some off-stream painting and off-stream grommet setting. Because it's so loud that I'm not going to do that on stream. I'm not going to subject you to the sound of me hitting my hammer against it multiple times. There's not any back there lighting. Oh. That is super cute, though. That is horrifically cute, actually. Aww. Nice. What a vibe. Scoot this around. Scoot. All of them. Because I have a bunch of unpainted scallops. I have quite a few of them. So actually, you know what? Let's prep some scallops. Let's do that. Let me clean up my garbage pile over here of thread and offshoot trims. Don't we balk? You know what? Let's dance. Wait! Wait! Never mind! Never mind! Never mind! They all fell on the floor. Wait! We're so back. Never mind. We are not prepping more. We have like 4 more. That's enough to fix. I've never used it on vinyl, only leather. You're supposed to be able to use it on leather. That's the confusing part. It's supposed to be like for both vinyl and leather. So I'm like, why am I having trouble using it on vinyl? Because these are the original fabrics. And they're not sticky. Like, I can do this. And then I do this. And it's like, they get stuck together. It's super weird. Let's get back in here. The Giver. I'm marginally familiar with the song. Wow. Chappell runs The Giver. What are you doing here? Who put that on the playlist? Mods. Mods. I say knowing full well I have one mod. One mod who does not control my music. I have one mod. She's here for emotional support. Okay. Pinning these together. Now that I realized I have so much more I can do. I was like, wow, I really feel like I've gone through all those scallops like really quick. I feel like I made like 12 of them. I did. I did. I had 5 more on the floor. There we go. Satisfying now that the sewing's going well to sew all of this together. I don't have to worry about like hemming things. I don't have to worry about lining things. The actual costume is just built by just sewing things together. Oh, my cat's walking around. Scary. Eric, what are you up to? Oh, he's going to go lay down on my other office chair and fall asleep in it. The baby. Last night, I got up from my office chair for, I'm not even kidding you, 10 seconds. I got up, I walked to the other side of the room, I walked back, and in that time, Eric had come down the stairs, jumped onto my chair, and laid down. I actually felt crazy because I felt like I'd left my chair for like 3 seconds. And my cat was like, mine now. Mine now, thank you. Oh, come on. The good thing is that it's not like this fabric, like this painted fabric is so sticky that like, what's the word? Like lint is sticking to it. Like little bits of like thread and stuff are not sticking to this at all, which is a really good sign that it's probably just the sealer. It's probably just the sealer being weird for some reason. which is good news for me. They face inside, right? Am I crazy? I need to look at Oh! Oh, I may have messed up here. Oh well. That kind of doesn't work. Okay. I need more strips of these. I'm like cutting out like 5 strips of these at a time, and then all of a sudden they're all gone. 1, 2, 3. Come on. 4. It's so funny. This is the 3rd cosplay I've made this year, which is impressive for me. I usually only make 1, maybe 2 cosplays a year. And this is my 3rd, and it's only April. But this is my 3rd cosplay a year, and all 3 of them have involved using like vinyl fabric. Like it really is vinyl 2025 by complete accident. Because I made Boleyn, and then I made Rhea Ripley, and now I'm making this. There you go. Ooh, Lady Gagita. Yeah, like the fibers of the water soluble stabilizer are not sticking to the fabric. And the fabric is not peeling paint off of itself when it sticks to itself, which is a good sign. I cannot say that about other leather paints I've used. Need a scrap. Where's my scrap? There you are. What are you using on top of the vinyl? Oh, I answered it. That's so funny. That is brilliant. It was a complete crap shot in the dark because I tried using I'm using a Teflon foot right now. I also tried using a walking foot. The fabric is too sticky for that because for some reason this fabric is extra sticky. But using water soluble stabilizer seems to be the answer. Just little strips of water soluble stabilizer are absolutely doing it. Oh my, shut up. Guys, this is so cute.
Howdy, and welcome to the adventuring party.
Live Lost Vega, thank you so much for the Wait! Oh my god! You were my 250th! 250! Yay! Oh my god! Yippee! You're lucky 250! Congratulations! Wait, can somebody redeem a yippee? I'm too far away from the computer. Can somebody please redeem me a yippee because I can't redeem all myself? Thank you, Kimber. Yippee! Yay! Yay! Thank you so much. That's so exciting.
Wow, beautiful, wow.
Wow, beautiful. Wow. Oh, that's awesome. Yay. We got me to 250. Thank you, guys. This is proof that e-begging works. I can't even say that with a straight face. Thank you, guys. That's awesome. What? Eee! That's so wonderful. Another yippee. Yay! Thank you, Dean Bean, for the yippee. Joy and whimsy and wonder and merriment, you guys. Ew. Tiny bug on my finger. Scary. Why was there a tiny bug? Whenever I see tiny bugs of a certain size, my brain immediately thinks it's something evil. Something I won't mention the name of, because if I do, my head starts to get itchy. I have, like, flashbacks of being a kid. You guys, this looks so stinking cute! Oh my god. Sorry. It is so stinking cute. What was I saying? What a game changer. Yeah, it was a Hail Mary. Using the water soluble stabilizer was a Hail Mary. I was like, I'll try it. Worst case scenario, it doesn't work. And it worked like flawlessly. And then I'm just trimming it down to make it easier. And then later I'll probably go over this with like a cotton pad or a sponge or something. It's going to make trying this whole thing on a little bit silly. But we're going to make it work. Yay! Guys! Sorry, let me pop the concave boob out. Oh, it froze. Did you get it at a local fabric store online? I'll be running to get it real fast. Let me grab it. I have grabbed it. The camera is just frozen for some reason. I think it's because my phone's dying. My phone's definitely dying. Oh no. This is it. It looks like this. It's like kind of like a... It's got like a... It's kind of a texture of like interfacing to it. My camera's frozen again. Why does it keep doing this? It hates me, I think. It just comes on a roll. I got mine from Amazon. I just searched up water-soluble stabilizer. You want this stuff and not the topper stuff, because the topper stuff is kind of plasticky. And that probably won't give you what you're looking for, but this will. Let me check my phone's battery. Because if my phone's dying... Oh, we're at 30%. We're fine. What? You're being dramatic. My phone is so dramatic. I'm dying. I'm dying. We're at 30%. Grow up. I'm using my phone as my camera, by the way. This is the first time I've ever tried doing this. Hi. And I like it. I like it because my webcam is all the way over there and I can't bring it over here, so. Okay. Next set of rufflies. Scallops. That's their name. The scallops. Then once I do this, I can sew the two halves together. And then maybe I'll give you guys like a little try on of what we've got so far. Because I can't lace things together yet without the grommets. But we can do like a little cursory try on. Wait, that's the wrong edge. I almost just did something bad. I almost just started sewing that to the completely wrong edge. Could you imagine, like, everything's been going well, and then I just make, like, the idiot mistake of just sewing something in the completely wrong spot? That would be really funny, honestly. I would laugh. I'd be like, yeah, that sounds about right for me. Come on. There we go. Oh. I meant to press the go button and I just pressed backstitch. You just get one random backstitch in there. Stop that. Stop triggering your own foot raising. Please. Why is this part so stressful? I think it's because it's like in the center front of the costume and it'll be seen the most. My brain's like, you have to get it right, otherwise everybody will point and laugh at you. As if I'm not getting it right now. As if I'm not, like, killing this. As if I'm not, like, devouring this costume right now. Like, not to toot my own horn, but, like, this is so cute. This is so stinking cute. Okay, now it's time for my machine to start making weird noises for these last, like, 5 stitches. Ta-da! Bum 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 bum! There we go. Wow. And then it always does that. I'm looking on the back. Yeah, we need some trimming on the back. I bought a pack of like 7 thread snips for like $5 on Amazon because all of my thread snips like died, and I'm so glad I did. They have been game changers for me. They've been lifesavers. My emotional support thread snips. And because I have so many of them, if I misplace one, it's not life or death. Like my seam rippers, for some reason only have 2 seam rippers, and every time I misplace one, it's like the end of the world for me because I have my favorite seam ripper and then the seam ripper that I can use. And I keep always losing my favorite one, and I currently don't know where it is, and I miss it. Come home. Come home. Come home, Pookie. The kids miss you. Yeah, I need to trim this down. You are too long. Ugh, please. Trying to trim down the inside leather so that it doesn't stick out. But it's such fiddly little seams that I'm like, please. See, the fabric as it originally was is like a beautiful, like, satin. It's not very shiny. But then the satin coating that I'm using, that Angela's made, is like glossy. I guess this is considered matte then. I guess this is a matte finish, and I'm just crazy. Not the cleanest trimming, but, you know. Desperate times and such. My, like, terrible form as I'm, like, cutting this up. Have you ever tried this one? And it's me, like, hunched over, cutting something like a little gremlin. I was filming me cutting out this fabric yesterday, and the positions I pull when I cut out fabric are actually like insane. Like I'm every which way. I'm upside down, sideways. Like at one point, I have like one of my legs just sticking straight up for like no reason, like straight up to the side. Like I'm a tripod, and this is like the form that I've decided to take while I cut fabric. Like I look like I'm crazy. It's kind of beautiful though. And then I finish cutting fabric, and I'm like, why does my back hurt? As if I'm not like in full shrimp position the entire time. Oh my. Oh my god. That is a loose stitch right there. I think I'm gonna go over that one. Because that is a load bearing seam, as we call them. That is a load bearing pole, yes. Little pop stitch on the chest that I will fix. Come on. Oh, you're still too wrapped around there. There you go. I also can thread my sewing machine in like 5 seconds flat because I'm crazy. It's great and you're dancing along. It's not attractive. I'm not dressed with the lipstick. This is what I want. We'll stitch in the ditch just right along where I was sewing, just to reinforce that seam. Because this was before I started using the Teflon foot, so the stitches are a little bit uneven and ugly. And one of them is a little too wide. So I'm just gonna boom. Reinforcement stitch, and there we go. Here, pull that out there. And now that's way too much of this for there, but that's fine. I can't wait to like buy a syringe and put my E6000 in the syringe and like syringe the glue on for this, as I've seen people do, to like glue down, because all the scallops get crystalled. They get like bedazzled, which is kind of my favorite part of this, because then it's going to sparkle so cutely. Okay, much better. Much better seam, thank you. I'm gonna just trim that down. There we go. Okay. I constantly cut out my patterns on the floor, knowing full well I'm going to suffer to get up. No, seriously. Like, even right now as I'm, like, sewing and sitting here, I am hunching. Look at this! You guys! That looks like something! This looks like something! What? This is crazy. This is awesome. I love to sew. And then the back panel too. Dude. It's so cute. Now I have to sew the front and the back together, which is really exciting. Oh! Something just ran towards me at Mach speed. Sing it, Shafford. Clippy. Clippy. Because the top and the... That's the wrong side. The top and the front and the back of the top latch together at the shoulders, and then they lace up together at the sides. Which is delightful to me. Oh my god, that looks like a shirt. Guys, so cute, right? This thing is so stinking cute. I'm not even mad about the fabric being sticky anymore now that I've learned that it's not really like a construction issue. I'm like, actually it's fine. Oh lord. There's a lot of loose threads I need to trim. Let me get rid of these. Okay. Trim. Ow. I'm not bleeding. We're fine. I nicked my finger there. Oops. Shut up. Nobody talk to me right now. Nobody can tell me a thing. I do think I need to glue these down, yeah. That'll come later. Let me do something. Let me swap over to the webcam, and we will try this on with terrible lighting. Displays. Okay, let me dispose of my blanket onto the floor. Let me take this off. Not my shirt, just the sweater vest. I dressed up all cute today because I was like, well, people are gonna see me on stream. People don't see me until right now. Are we ready? I can't lace it up on the sides, obviously, because the lacing's not done, but that looks like a top, does it not? Have I not made something? Stop this. Stop this. And it's the perfect size at the sides where it doesn't, you can see it right there. It doesn't exactly meet up here because it's gonna lace up to be as tight as I want it to be, which is good because it was too big when I made the mock-up. So I took out some of the sizing, and that is perfect. It like fits perfectly. Sorry about the terrible lighting and my like jank hair right now. I look like I have like a bowl cut. Oh, my hair's like flipping out at the front. Hermie the elf, I love your work. But, dude, we've made something. Let me go back to my phone. Dude, let me put her down. Let me get her off my head. Put her in a lump right there. The lumper. The lumpy. The
Ha ha ha, wow, beautiful, wow.
wow, beautiful. Wow, thank you. I am so happy with her. I am so happy. Oh, and I haven't even started on the bottoms yet. And the bottoms are going to be just as cute. Yes. Yes! Joy. Joy, whimsical merriment, delight. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, win. Win for Peyton Nation, I would like to say. I would like to say this is a win for Peyton Nation. Let's... My phone is, like, dying rapidly, so I am going to find somebody to raid for my Twitch, my beautiful Twitch people, and send you guys off. And then do some riveting off cam, and then I will show you guys the riveting probably next stream or on Instagram, which will be very fun. Let's go raid Anarchy, who is a VTuber who's the muse of cosplay. Very, very cool. Let's raid Anarchy. Yes. Okay. Never mind. I cannot raid them. Interesting. Let me try again. I cannot raid them. Okay. Okay. That doesn't work. Let's raid Flash. I love Flash. Flash is delightful. Unless I can't raid people. There we go. Alright. Sending you guys off to Flash. Be nice to Flash. Be nice to him. Fellow tiefling VTuber, non-binary. Awesome. Be good. Be nice. Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming to stream.